What's up, folks? It's your girl Lisa with a Z, and it is Friday. You already know what day it is. And today I have a special guest. She is the founder of Girl Gang Raps, and she was featured. Her raps were featured in my fight this month, earlier for my boxing match. And I'm so grateful to have her here. Another woman in business. We're going to highlight her today. Please welcome Juliana Cardona to the Lisa with a Z podcast. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming. I think that your brand is amazing. Everything is cool. It sticks out. It's unique. It's girl friendly, like I've had just plain raps and, plain raps are raps, but it's kind of cool to stand out, with your gear, gear starting to come more fashionized a little bit now in the industry. And honestly, I'm so grateful for you even having a business like this for us fighters out here to just be able to express ourselves a little differently. So thank you so much for that. So how did you start Girl Gang Raps?
So my husband owns Bushido Muay Thai here in Miami. And I obviously had to be in the gym all the time, and I had to train. And I also went to fashion school. I did fashion merchandising. So I started to slowly realize that there really wasn't anything for us, like as women and as just individuals. I had to wear everything the guys were wearing. Right. And I started to feel like why? And everything's like so guyish, and
yeah.
And I was always complaining about
we like to feel cute.
And my husband was yes, exactly. That's what we do. So I just kept complaining about it pretty much. And my husband was like, well, I mean, you should do it. Like, I mean, you went to fashion school, like you have all these ideas. And I kind of was like freaked out at first. And I was like, yeah, no, not me. And then I was like, well, yeah, me, why not? Yeah. And then it just started to kind of just roll into this, like this feeling that I had of just, in this combat sports, in this male dominated community, it just felt like if I was going to do something, I really wanted to empower women and bring them together, be something that like emphasized us rooting for each other. Right. We were very big on that at our gym, and I felt like it wasn't that big in other gyms, and I really wanted to focus on something like us. Like, we got to do this together.
Yes.
We're going to be big. We have to like root each other on. So that's how it started, like this whole girl gang thing, everything. I needed to be like a girl gang. And I mean, the guys are part of the girl gang at the gym, but it needed to be like driven towards us being empowering each other, not just like breaking each other down. Especially in this community, they tend to pin us against each other because there's not a lot of women.
Right. Absolutely.
And there's like 4 girls at the gym, and every girl needs to be, like, oh, you against her, and it's like this catty thing. Mm-hmm. And I hate that. That like drives me nuts. So I really wanted to emphasize on us growing as a community and us focusing on that. So that's how it started to just become a thing. And then it just became like a little rap here and there. And then I started to feel like, oh my God, people are really liking this. I'm just going to full blown just focus on this, and that's where we're at right now.
Honestly, I remember it might have been a year ago, when I first started my training, which was like 4 years ago. It was a lot of just guy shirts I would wear, and like men's apparel, and men's gear, like, everything. It was never something. I'm like, I like to be cute, I like to have fashion, and everybody makes fun of me sometimes because I'm like bougie, I guess sometimes. But I just genuinely have this confidence that I am a very empowered woman. I'm in business. I, I can get down with the guys in the gym, and then I can also be a lady in the streets and make sure I'm well presentable. And now incorporating that feminine in the gym, that feminine side of myself, even if it's wraps, even if it's my socks, even if it's whatever, that's still expressing how I am and who I am. So that's why I love what your brand does and represents for the women in this industry. And the night of my fight, I was so excited to finally take the wrap out of the package. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to put these on. And my coach was like, we got to get good vid. We got to get good vid. And then we made that reel, and it just worked out perfectly. And I felt very empowered. I love the wraps. I think it was the Buck Bad Vibes one. And, I'm looking forward to seeing more designs come up. And I had the takeover socks because this year is like my theme. That's my theme of the year, the takeover, because I've been trying to push female empowerment and just making a name and getting the respect that we deserve in this industry. And you are one of those people that are leading that way into that mindset. So thank you so much. So you train, huh? So what's your favorite fighting discipline? Are you MMA, Muay Thai, just strictly Muay Thai?
Yes. I've been training Muay Thai for, I think, maybe 4 years now. I don't compete. I have some problems with my jaw. I got into a really bad car accident. So I can't really spar with around my face or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
That would just be, I would just fall apart, honestly. But I still, I also help my husband run the business. So I'm there every single day. We have class 7 days a week. So I'm the person that does the paperwork and, all of that other stuff that a business partner does, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, we train strictly Muay Thai, and I've grown to have this therapy. Muay Thai is my therapy. I've found that I'm like one of those people that just has a lot in my head all the time. I have a lot going on, and doing Muay Thai has really helped me just be in the moment, just be present, just trying not to die at that moment, or during training is so much bigger than whatever I had to do on an email. It puts things in perspective. And just seeing, our gym is very big on being family oriented. We're just a big family that, martial arts brings so much more into your life than just physical, or you getting better at your technique, or it builds bonds with people that you are never have if you're not inside the gym.
Right.
So yeah, it's really cool having to be able to have that in my life, to be able to train, to be able to have Muay Thai.
Yeah, I would say the same. If I were to choose a discipline that was my favorite, it would be Muay Thai. No judging. I have a boxing coach. He's probably gonna see this. Love you, Eddie. But
right.
I started training with kickboxing, Muay Thai, and then I developed into jiu-jitsu and then boxing. And so it's taken me on a path, and I always have this love for the sport. I don't really fight like that. This was more like a recreational. It was for we raised money. It was for a charity boxing event for suicide this month, and I did that fight just because of that. But I'm a single mom. I have I work. I also do this podcast. So fighting is not good for this for the camera, all the time. But I do feel and understand what you're saying about it being a family, because I have now built a lot of different families everywhere, and all over the state. And my home gym, which is in Plantation, Florida, John Wayne Martial Arts, they're a great academy, and they gave me my initial start into this fight life, and they completely support me even now to this day. And I'm in Tampa, I can still go in there and I will still be welcome like I'm family. And Muay Thai helps me with my anxiety, with my stress, with my emotions. It helps me think clear. It gives me more confidence that I know that I know how to protect myself in any situation, or at least get the basics to get me out, you know?
Yeah, of course.
And it's such a diverse discipline because it's all over the world, and you don't see color, you don't see race, you don't see religion, you just see people who are unified trying to develop themselves into a better person. And that's why I love Muay Thai too. And I'll continue to train in that discipline for a while. So, I mean, what's new? What's coming up new for Girl Gang Racks? Is there anything exclusive that's coming out? Maybe like a little hint.
You know, the shorts did so well. That's the first thing I really wanted to come out with, because I obviously am a Muay Thai girl. So I really wanted to come out with some really cool, different Muay Thai shorts. I know, you know, now they're all colorful and everybody's starting to like get on the bandwagon. And I do see some, you know, different like companies now coming up with the whole empowering women thing. Really wanted to bring out something different. So I'm really happy with the, you know, the response I got from the shorts, but I also feel like I have to speak to the other girls that don't do Muay Thai, you know, that are, you know, that do jujitsu, that do all that stuff. So something's coming for them soon for all my jujitsu girls. Why are you putting me out there though? But yeah, some good stuff is coming out. I'm so bad at secrets too. I'm like, yeah.
Cut it out there.
We're working on that.
You know, we leave the suspense for the merch drop.
Yeah, right. The exclusive.
But we got a hint, y'all. We got a hint.
You got the exclusive from me for sure.
Hey, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Especially,
exactly.
You heard it here first. The Z podcast is. Oh my God.
Like, so yes, I got the spot.
Yes. You have no idea. On this show, I've had a lot of exclusive just because I know how to work people, you know, a little bit. And I get excited because I want to see new things come out of, you know, the companies and the different brands that I represent. Like, if you watch some of my episodes, it does happen. Like sometimes like people now like come to me for their fight announcements. Like as soon as they sign their contract, they're like, yo, I got a fight coming up. Let me get on the show. You know, so, and some of them are like big fights and that are coming up, and I'm like, yes, I get the exclusive.
Yeah, I saw you had Sean. Yeah. He goes to our gym.
Sean, yeah, I love Sean too. Nice. He's really sweet, and his wife as well. His wife, both of them are killers. You know. Mm-hmm. They're killers. I've been watching his fight journey for some time now, and his wife just won. I believe past weekend. So congratulations to them.
Yep.
MMA Masters, and I'm gonna have to come visit you guys over there in Miami when I come down.
Of course.
And
you are more than welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I always love coming to gyms and just feeling the environment out, seeing all the fighters, and you know, if you have any up and coming fighters coming up too, I would definitely love to have them on the show and give them that support.
Oh yeah,
because I'm all about supporting everybody in this industry, male or female. Guys, I don't leave you out. Trust me, I don't leave you guys out. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, like I've been blessed with just having so many women seeing me now, like, hey, thank you so much for, you know, giving us a platform to express ourselves. And that's why I'm doing this. My main goal is to make sure that the women in this industry are respected. And luckily, I've had so much support. I've started to have, you know, relationships with my sponsors, like Fusion CBD products and Chick Jitsu. You know, they're woman-owned business as well. And I have some other organizations that I can't announce yet, but I will soon, that are also supporting me. And, you know, hopefully Girl Gang Racks can sponsor me one day.
I got you, girl. I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah, because I want to keep fighting, and now my daughter is like looking at me, and she's like, empowered. She wants to start training more. So, this is all for the benefit of my future, my kids, and just I know that there's a purpose behind giving this empowerment to the women, because honestly, the ladies have been killing it, even in the UFC. They are killing it, and that those women are leading the path for all of us to feel empowered. Like, hey, we're women, we're here to stay, we're making our name. And so again, thank you so much for what you do. Continue. I can't wait to see some new stuff come out. I'm already ready. Like, let me get on right now. But yeah, is there anyone you want to thank for like this business and just supporting you along the way?
Oh my God, I thank well, obviously besides my husband, because he's like, my number one cheerleader. I think honestly to every girl that has liked a post, that has written to me and it's like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this. I think in the beginning, I was so like, there was nothing around like what I was doing, when I started it about 4 years ago. Like there was nothing like that in your face, colorful, like only girls thing. And at first I was like, oh my God, this is so male driven. I wonder if this is gonna, like come off the wrong way, and women were just so thankful. Oh my God, finally, like you're
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Somebody, thank you for wear like my own stuff at the gym. Like, so I was like, okay, so I'm not the only one. Like I wasn't the only one at the gym. What's going on? Why do I have to wear the same thing that guy's wearing?
Yeah.
And like I'm a fashion girl. Like I had a fashion blog. I went to fashion school. So obviously like fashion to me is like a sense of, who I am. Like this is the way I speak without having to speak.
Right.
So it was like frustrating, but I do feel like I have to thank everybody, all the girls, everybody, the support, just even the guys, everybody just being so open to something different.
I've seen guys with your wraps on, and they like them too. So thank you, ladies. Keep supporting her. Follow Girl Gang Wraps on Instagram, the website as well. Put your orders in. And, I appreciate you for coming on the show. And I look forward to coming to visit you guys in Miami.
Come visit us. Come hang out with us. I'll show you around Miami. I'll show you around the gym, whatever you need.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, folks, you have watched another episode of the Lisa with a Z podcast. Check out Girl Gang Wraps. They are an awesome fight apparel brand supporting the women in their industry and males as well, if you like them too. Check her out. Have a good one, guys.